It does not matter if you are a doctor, a lawyer, or an infantry soldier in the army. If you want to be the best and to get ahead, you will need to take risks. A doctor may have to take risks when working with a patient. He may have to experiment with different forms of medications or new surgical procedures when all else has failed in an attempt to help the patient. A lawyer may have to argue a case in an unorthodox manner to win it. But if the lawyer wants to become the top lawyer and make millions of shillings, fighting high-profile cases, lots of risks have to be taken. A soldier may have to take a risk and run through gunfire to save another injured soldier, to complete the mission, or just to secure an area from being overrun by enemy troops, after going days with little or no sleep. But if a soldier wants to get promotions and eventually lead men into battle, they will also need to take risks. In this video, we look at why risk is a necessary ingredient of success, coming up right now. Hello, I'm Manyara Kirago, and this is Money Skills, the channel that informs, educates, and sometimes challenges conventional thinking to help you manage your money better and ultimately transform your financial life. If you are new here, please click the subscribe button and the bell icon to be informed whenever I upload a new video each week. Remember to stay tuned in up to the end of the video to receive a free bonus. Risks are not unlike somebody looking to get rich in a casino. They have to be willing to risk everything they have to get that million-shilling payoff. If you play it safe in a casino, you may get lucky and win a big jackpot on the slot machines. But if you want to make millions, you are going to have to play games such as poker, blackjack, and roulette. These are the games that, with some skills, some luck, and a lot of risk taking, you can retire off your winnings. However, the chance of this happening to you is about the same as the chance of being struck by lightning. Think about that. The same can be said about life in general. No one gets ahead in life from playing it safe. You will not meet your special someone if you are too afraid to risk getting rejected by someone. You will never get that big promotion unless you take risks with your job. It is very important to continue to take risks in life. To stop taking risks means to stand still in life. Standing still in life is one of the main causes of depression. These are usually the people who are afraid to confront the boss and tell them that they are demanding a pay rise. They are the ones that allow life to pass them by out of fear. The entire purpose of fear is to stop you from taking risks. Fear is nothing more than the unknown. If you have always wanted to quit a job and open a shop but you are too afraid to do it, this is because you are afraid of failing and risking what you already have. It is important to learn to take risks in life if you want to be happy. You may not always get the things you risk for, but you will know that you tried. And in the end, it does not matter, in my opinion, if you succeed or not. It is how many intelligent risks you take that is the real test of how successful you are. Just remember, if no one took risks, we would be a world without flights and probably no vehicles at all. We would have no electricity. In fact, we would probably still be living in caves. So risk truly is needed to improve the world. However, this is not to encourage you to take blind risk. Taking blind risk is the quickest way to self-destruct. The kind of risks you need to take are intelligent risks. For example, an employed individual who wants to transition into small business ownership would probably do things along the following lines to hedge his or her bets. They would do an in-depth research and study into the business that they want to venture into. Too many people make a few casual inquiries about their proposed venture and do not even make sure that their sources of information are knowledgeable and experienced in the exact type of business that they want to get into. Number 2, you should involve a mentor who has experience in that business to hold your hand and guide you around pitfalls that may not be obvious to you as you start out. Another thing you could do is make sure that you have adequate startup capital. Starting a business without enough money to run it is often the kiss of death for a startup business. You should also accumulate personal emergency funds before you quit your job. Young businesses often have unpredictable cash flow, and this can cause undue hardship for your family. For this reason, as a business owner, you will need a bigger emergency fund than the 3 to 6 months buffer which is recommended for somebody with a regular income. It is also important to start your business when you're still employed and not to quit your job until the business has proved itself to be viable and the cash flow has become steady and dependable. As you run the business, pay very close attention to the financials of the business in order to learn about problems before they overwhelm them and then do something about them. If your thing is business startups, these steps will minimize the risk of personal financial failure while transitioning into business. However, remember that there are no guarantees and that business is vicious, with over 90% of startups failing within 5 years. But if you succeed, you could chart an entirely different financial course for your family, a course that will make all the risks you have taken worth it. For those who are in a corporate career or who are corporate career bound, the risks are still present but can be managed through skill development and careful career path selection. Whichever route you are going to take, just remember that taking risk is the price you have to pay in order to succeed. This is why you should take risks. Goodbye and see you next week.